Hey guys, good morning and welcome to your astrological forecast with your host here, HolyNiwa. How's it going? It is Tuesday, a glorious and fantastical day with the moon still in Aquarius. Not a whole lot of aspects going on today, to be honest with you all. Again, it is a very tame, low energetic day. The universe is still preparing itself, it's still aligning itself, and we're starting to see a couple movements occur. I mean, we talked about it a little bit yesterday with Venus catching up to Mercury. We saw things like Athena getting ready to oppose Jupiter. There's some other things going on with Mars getting ready to ingress into Capricorn. We got a lot of movement going on. Lilith is on top of Saturn today. So it's like, whoa, there's just a lot of energy going on. But let me go ahead and show you all what the forecast looks like today. So again, today would be March 13th, Tuesday, and the moon is going to be conjunct the south node. Now, yesterday I talked about those low vibrations, right? You know, we're talking about Aquarius. The south node happens to be low vibrational. It just means that that's the, potent energy that's around us right now. And it's really what we want to work with the most moving forward in a way, because, low vibration shows us where we're most vulnerable, we're having the most difficulty, right? And right now, if you take a look at society as a large, one of our biggest problems is that we as humanity are completely divided. We are not working together. We are constantly trying to outdo each other. We're pushing each other further and further apart. And we're not well connected as a whole, right? We're very disconnected with each other's needs, with each other's desires. And it's causing a stir up, right? It's causing some trouble. It's causing a lot of everyday complications. And you just take a look at the news, and every day you see the world getting more and more into turmoil, and it's like, what in the world's going on? Again, it's that south node in Aquarius. We're becoming more aware and apparent of the division among ourselves. So with the moon transiting over the south node, we're really going to be feeling this. Like, today is going to be the day we're going to be feeling those low vibrations, especially in the afternoon, of course, as it gets closer and closer to that conjunct with the south node, but nothing to fear. Again, this moon conjunct south node really just helps us realize what's going on, become slightly more awake and aware of that divisive energy that is around us. And of course, because the south node is always opposed to the north node, it just means that we have to look towards that north node to be able to figure out how to solve our south node issues. Now, of course, today's a little bit unique because, of course, we do have the moon squaring Athena here, and technically getting close to, but not within the necessary degrees, to square Jupiter. We still have quite some time until the energy is like fully formed. As far as that square goes, we'll definitely be feeling the square a lot harder tomorrow, but especially if you're kind of a late night person such as myself. I'm kind of a night owl, so I stay up awake throughout the night. You're going to feel this energy a lot more than you would throughout the morning, afternoon, not so much. It's definitely going to be night and kind of pushing even into tomorrow morning, those late hours. You're going to be really feeling this as it gets closer to the south node. But why? What's the purpose of all of this, right? What were we talking about yesterday? We were saying about letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of negative vibrations, letting go of negative emotions, and letting go of all of that low vibration that's going on overall, right? Again, becoming more aware of it, we understand what it is that is present, and if we can lock it down, if we can acknowledge that it exists, then we can begin taking actions to remedy the issue. And that's exactly what's going on, because since the moon is going to be squaring Athena here, this is a really good time to figure out what direction we want to be going with our lives, right? But, I say that often and almost sometimes loosely, but really what I mean here is we want to take a look at parts of our life and figure out where we can shift the direction or where we can improve the direction that we're going, right? So again, if we take our life and decompose it, we have things like our entertainment, our work, our education, our family relationships, all of this, all of that, and a lot of areas that encompass what our life is. Well, Athena at the moment has been squaring the nodes, which means that we've been taking a look at a lot of areas in our lives in which we can take better directions, or we can go into a more positive, higher vibrational direction. And in order to be able to do that, we need to be able to deal with the low vibrations that still exist in our lives. Now, this is not necessarily a time of weakness as much as a moment of being able to notice the weaknesses in our lives, and then we can take actions to be able to improve them. The sun has been sextiling Athena, giving us that desire to really look for new directions, to be able to go in new directions, right? To be able to go into the directions of our ideals, our desires, our our thoughts, really. What fantastical directions do we want to go into? We don't necessarily want to stay in a very, essentially shitty situation that we're in, a very grounded, earthly type of situation. We want to be able to get lost in our fantasy, be able to get lost in our ideals. Why do we live in a world in which people go hungry? Why don't we try to create a type of utopia, right? That's what Pisces desires ultimately. And then Virgo tries to figure out how to make that a reality. Now, obviously, we've been having a little bit of problem because we need to go through Gemini, which is a bit of the drama llama. So, of course, to be able to get to a reality, to be able to manifest the reality of our thoughts and desires in utopia, we need to go through a little bit of controversy first. So, nothing strange here. And there are emergency alarms going off behind me. That's strange. I'm by officers or ambulance. So it can become a bit problematic and a bit difficult to be able to really bring out those manifestations of what we want. However, this sextile, and I think I've also mentioned it last Saturday and Sunday when I was talking about the big aspect that was occurring amongst all of these different signs, is that we can really go into the direction we want to. We just need to make sure that that is the direction we want to go in, right? You don't want to look at the first thing that appears and be like, let's go there, because that's what Venus and Mercury are gonna do. Essentially, they are children right now and they are not fucking helping. However, if someone is trying to change your mind and try to force you to do something they want them for you to do, I can't English, they're definitely going to be like, no, we're going to do what we want. Yeah, we're going to do what we want. And Mercury and Venus just ran off. So it really helps to be more independent, to be more grounded in who you are. But just remember to maybe think a little more than once about the direction that you're going to go. Because, of course, this isn't, the final direction. This isn't the final boss. We're not going to get locked into a direction we go into. But depending on who you are and what direction you might be thinking of, for some of us, that direction might be a little bit harder to then come out of than others, right? A couple of us might be thinking, well, should we go to the supermarket today? Is that the direction I want to go in today, right? That's not too bad. You can just say, no, I don't want to go, and then you don't go, and you can just go tomorrow or something, right? For other people, it might be like, should I take this job offer or should I take this college invitation? That might be a little bit harder to get out of once you're in it, right? So again, it's just taking a look at where do you want to go? What are your desires? What are your ideals? What are your fantasies? What are the things that you've been thinking about? And are you willing to give it a shot? And right now, like I said, it's a very good time to just be squashing those limiting beliefs, because at this time, what you want to be doing is really releasing that vibration, that low vibration, so that you can get ready for when the sun enters Aries. So there's a lot of energy that it's preparing itself. One of the biggest things that I noticed, particularly for today though, is that the fact that Venus is going to be squaring Saturn both at 8 degrees of Aries and Capricorn. That's a little bit troubling in my, interpretation here, because what that kind of tells me is that Venus might instinctively fall romantically for someone, and it's not going to be good for them, because Saturn here is trying to teach you a lesson, right? You may fall for the wrong guy and then find out that, oh shit, you weren't supposed to, and this was a test. Did you pass it or not? Interestingly enough, this could also go in reverse for many people. There might be a lot of people that are more not willing to choose or not wanting to choose, and they might be presented with the right guy, and instead of selecting him, she might just friend zone him. And again, did you do what you should have, or did you do what you wanted? Because Venus and Aries is going to do what she wants. But is it a good choice? Right? You want to make sure you think about your options. You think about the actions you're going to take 2 or 3 times, especially with that Mercury getting ready to go stationary soon. We're prone to make mistakes. But that doesn't mean that these mistakes are going to be completely detrimental. Especially in a time zone that we're in right now, where the sun's getting close to Chiron, Jupiter's retrograding, Saturn is squaring Venus. This is more of a learning lesson. This is reliving some karmic lessons, and I think that's really what we're kind of moving into here, especially that new moon in Pisces. We're about ready to relive some mistakes we've made. But the reason we're doing that is to improve them, to fix that karma. Yes, last time we ran into this situation, we fucked up. And guess what happened? We got negative karma for it. So now we're going to relive that situation again. And this time, we're going to take the right option. We're going to do the right thing. We're going to clear off that negative karma. And we're going to be moving along our way. And we're going to be like, thanks, Saturn. See you next time, bro. So, again, some of us may not even have any relationship karma, and we're just like, this phase, right? This aspect right here isn't even gonna phase me. I'm good. I got positive relationship karma like through the roof. This doesn't, concern me at all. And some of us are knees deep and neck deep, and some of us are with our hands over our head trying to reach some air. So, it depends where you are with your relationship karma, but definitely those that have some lessons to learn, you're going to be learning them. You're going to be going through them. Hopefully, you're going to be learning them. Because you don't want to go through this a second, a third, fourth, fifth, 100th time. The faster you can clear off some negative karma, the faster you can start working on some other karma and build up some positive karma. So that's where we want to go. That's where we want to move into. We want to go to the high vibrations. We want to go to that north node. Let's not get stuck in the south node, and let's keep pushing forward, because Aquarius does not want to be here any longer than it needs to be, and Uranus is getting impatient. So thank you all so much for listening. Hopefully you guys found this insightful. Tuesday is definitely going to be a quite the karmic day, I would actually say. So if your day was eventful, let me know. If it wasn't, well, hey, let me know too. Maybe just say, hey, nothing happened. So nothing happened. What can I say? But yeah, either way, I love to hear from you guys. Definitely been getting quite a bit of feedback on some of the changes and stuff. Some of my, first responders are aware of what's going on. But yeah, I got so much more that I'm definitely wanting to roll out, and we're just kind of going at a proper pace, because of course timing is always important. And I guess really you kind of know yourself best. So don't ever really doubt yourself. You know where you are. You know what you've been doing. And even if someone tries to tell you, nah, you ain't been doing things right, you know what you've been doing. Don't doubt yourself, okay? With that said, thank you all again for watching. Really do appreciate you guys. It's the viewership and support. I will catch you guys on the Wednesday cast. Till then, stay safe and stay positive. Peace, y'all.